Alright, so I want to talk about the new glitch that I've discovered in the latest Death Road to Canada, where you're able to choose and create a moose character and a dog character. So these are custom characters like all of your other, but that's the thing. Usually you don't have custom characters that are an animal. You only pick male and female custom characters, like humans. Now I'm gonna show you how to do this trick in just a minute, but before then I wanna talk a bit about the pros and cons of this glitch, because it is pretty interesting. And I'll be honest with you, even though it is a plus to have these characters, it's not like something exceptionally good. Okay, it's not like it's game breaking. You can beat every single game mode with these characters. It is just like a tiny bit of a boost in your stats that's gonna help you out throughout the journey. And obviously, like, to make it fair, there are some cons to this. So I'm gonna talk about them right now. First of all, Merry Christmas, as I can see by the Santa. And alright, let's just do factory. So, as you can see, first thing, health. Your dog and moose, these are the only two animals that I've discovered you can create in the custom characters menu. They both have free health. So, because of how the glitch works, the dog and the moose take part of their stats from a human, and then other part from the animal they represent. So in dog's case, dogs usually have 2 health. So for it, now it has 3 health. That is a pro for it. But for the moose, from what I remember, moose has 4 health. 4 or 5, I'm not certain. So in moose's case, having 3 health is a downgrade. Another thing, oh, sorry, I'm connected, alright. So, another thing with these is that they do not have their representative. For the dog, they do not have the claws. And for the moose, it doesn't have the antlers attack. They have, if I didn't choose, so as you can see, I chose travel light and martial artist. So if I didn't choose martial artist for both of these and travel light, they would have 3 slots each, like a regular human, and they would have a punch attack by default. Okay, so the dog wouldn't have the claws like he usually does, and the moose wouldn't have the antlers attack, which it's a debuff. Obviously for both of them it is a debuff, but the pro in this case is that it has 3 slots for both of them, and you can choose their traits and perk, which is obviously awesome. Alright, and last thing I'm gonna show that is definitely a pro. Give me a sec. There you go. Alright. A last thing that I'm gonna show is the speed and the small hitbox. So for the dog and for the moose, they both have extremely small hitbox. The dog has a bit bigger hitbox than the moose, so the moose is the most OP character in regards to, just evading zombie attacks. You can literally go through hundreds of zombies and still take no damage at all. Alright, it's like minimal damage at best. Watch. So I'm just gonna walk. Look at that. Nothing, literally nothing. Okay, these guys are not aggro much, but still. I tried it out once with like 20 zombies, 30 zombies, and they couldn't touch me at all. Okay, so small hitbox, that's a pro. Faster running speed, the moose is by far the fastest animal. The dog is a bit slower, still though, it is pretty good. Now the con in this case is that the hitbox itself is actually moved up a bit from where the actual icon is. So I'll show you just in a minute when we go to the custom characters menu. And see over here, you can see that the actual character is, you can see the tapping on the screen. The actual character hitbox is just a tiny bit above, while the actual icon, the icon of the character, the sprite, is put below for some reason. It's just how the glitch works. I tried to get rid of it, but I couldn't figure out how. So that's a con because look at this. You have to rewire your brain to work around where your hitbox is. You have to assume that hitbox is always a bit higher than your character, which at times gets really annoying because I get stuck on the wall so often and it's pissing me off. Alright, so that's for the pros and cons. Oh, last one, I forgot to mention this one. A really big con is that if you ever have multiple of these characters, so multiple of the glitched animals, like I have right here, you cannot, and for example, let's say you're going to familiar characters mode, you cannot recruit them on the road. So if you ever get the event where you know, like you're just driving the car, and you have your, like a familiar character, you know, symbol popping up, it's glitched. So you cannot, it's just gonna skip the entire event because the character is glitched and you cannot recruit him. The only place you can recruit your character, the glitch character in the game, is if you find them in a trader camp, which I honestly feel like that's a pretty good con, you know, for all the pros there are to the character. So finally, alright, let me show you exactly how to get this character. Over here, over here you can see I have normal moose. Oh shit, sorry. Alright, so we have normal moose, we have invisible moose, we have the red moose, and we have the black moose. There's also a bit of other colors as well that you can get. That's the only customization that you can do with this character. If you try anything else over here, nothing's gonna happen. So face, hair, hat, extra, it does nothing. Even the body, if you turn the size, nothing happens. So the only customization you can really have is on the moose, so the dog stays the same all the time, but the moose can have different colors depending on what you do with the glitch. Alright, so two things that you need for this glitch to actually work. This is an exploit. First, actually three things, I think. I don't know, I using my phone to run this game, so I don't know if this glitch works at all on the computer. But anyways, two things besides that, two things. First, your game needs to run on 30 FPS. If you didn't realize before, I went out of my game and I came back in to boost my FPS. For some reason, whenever I load my game for the first time, the FPS is shit, as you can gonna see right now. I'm gonna open the game and you're gonna see how it's glitchy. See that? If I play my continuous game, let's just key. You can see how the game is really glitchy. It's some of the parts are, you know, there you go, perfect example. That's like, it's really laggy. So that's the first thing you need. I don't know how that's, I don't know how you're gonna recreate that. Maybe it's only a thing for the phone. Maybe it's only my phone that does it. If your phone does this too, awesome. We can move on to the next step. Next step is you're gonna have to have your... I have a wireless Xbox controller. I don't know if it can work with other controllers. I didn't want to pay $50 for a new controller for a PlayStation just to try it out. So I'm using my wireless Xbox controller. I've connected it to my Bluetooth, as you can see over here. Exactly. And what you're now gonna do is you're gonna go to your custom characters. You're gonna go and create a random character, doesn't really matter what they are. If you want to have a dog, then you have to choose a female character. But if you don't really care, if you want to get the moose, you can go both female and male characters. So you can change the gender right here. Now, I'm gonna show you the female, because with the female character you can get both the dog and the moose. With the male character, there's a bit of a... it's a weird thing. I don't know how exactly it happens, but with the male character you can only get the moose. So, you go, this nothing really matters. You just go up and save the character. Let's say over here. Perfect. Now, if I press... so my Xbox controller has X, Y, B, and A. X is on the left, Y is up, B is right, and A is down. If I press A key on my Xbox controller, this is what's gonna happen. Watch carefully. And boom, see that? For some reason, pressing A creates H characters in the name, and it just continuously does so. So it's stuck in a loop where it just go H, 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 and after a while, you can see the H has leaked into the perk tab. Now, the reason this only thing, so the leaking only works if your game is running on 30 FPS. I tried this running it on 60 FPS, you know, because I hate playing on slow FPS, so I closed out of my game and I tried again. And then I closed out of my game, I went back in, and I got my FPS to be 60. After I did that, and I tried to recreate this glitch, it did not work. The H's got stuck, so, you know, the H's got capped, so because of the name cap. There's, I don't know how many characters, I'm guessing, what is this, like 25, 20? So, once you reach the cap, usually, you can't do nothing about it, but because the game is running on a lower FPS, somehow you're able to go around that, I guess, and basically leak the info into the perk tab. So this is what we want. Now, the next step, after you do this, the next step is literally, with your joystick, just keep pressing right. Watch. It's gonna fill all of it's gonna go to perks, it's gonna fill the perks completely up with O's, and then it's gonna leak into the traits tab as well. And after it leaks into the traits tab, you get this. Now, I did say I'm gonna show you how to get a dog character as well, and technically I did, but we'll have to slow down so you can see it clearly. Now, once you get the moose, you can just simply go and save it up over here. Once you save the moose, you can put whatever perk and trade you want on it. It doesn't really matter. It's not gonna delete the moose character. You completed the glitch, okay? You completed the glitch completely. That's it. So you have the moose, you have your character, you can now play with it. You can change the name. So once you get him, it doesn't really matter what you do with him. Now, what else? Yes, the dog. So I'll load Barb again, and let's try this one more time. We're gonna load Barb, we're gonna go press, we're gonna leak into the perks, and then we're gonna hold right. Now watch carefully. I'm gonna go slowly for this one. Alright, I think I'm gonna save right here. I'm gonna save right here. And let's continue. Ready? Wait for it. There you go. Perfect. Watch. Oh, that's actually a new dog. Oh, I didn't get this dog before. What? But anyways, if you see one more thing, pay attention to this. The gender is now 25,706. So, from what I know about coding and data management, what this tells me is that me pressing same button on my wireless controller on 30 FPS somehow leaks the data from name to perk to trait to gender, and to potentially, it's either the gender number that changes the character, you know, if it's a female, male, or any other animal. Or maybe after it goes into gender, it goes into an invisible over here. Let's say there's an invisible tab here that decides what race it is. So, you know, there's a dog, there's a cat, there's a pig, there's a cow. All of these different, yeah? So I'm guessing that either the gender controls... Whoa. Wait, what? No fucking way, what? This is new. This never happened before, so I can... What the frick? Wait, I gotta save this. Wait a minute, what is going on? I thought I couldn't change the gender on these. What? Oh, the type of the dog. I thought I couldn't change the type of the dog. That's sick. And then we have this one that I already have, yeah. That is awesome. Okay. So this changes nothing. That is so cool. Okay, anyways, that's the dog, okay? So, easiest way to get the dog is to load your character that's female. You cannot do a male. And I'll show you right now, I'll show you why you can't do a male character. So let me go back out of this. Alright. So, the reason we cannot go with a male character, that's a male, okay? Is because if you try and do this glitch on a male character, this is what happens. Ready? Wait for it. Boom! See that? The gender, again, is some really big number, but the character itself turned into a female. So, watch. If I press this, see that? It just turned into its female equivalent. And once you go back here and continue pressing, it just turns to a moose. So male character goes from male to female to moose. And if you do the same thing with the female character, which we did with the barb goes from female to a dog and then into a moose. So that's how you get all the different types. Now, honestly, I'm still really shocked that I actually can change the type of dog that you get as well by choosing different size. That is news to me. Let me try now. Oh my god, I could do it. Oh, I just never tried. I never tried it before. Okay, it works, yeah. Okay, so it's not a one-off thing. I could have always done it. Alright, anyways. That's how you get your dog and that's how you get your moose. Last thing I want to show you is how to get different colors of moose, because now I realize we can get different types of dogs. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4 types of dogs. Now I want to show you how to get all the different types of mooses over here. Now this one is really simple, okay? All you do is... Let me show you again. Okay. All you do is get your moose character, the original one, and you just continue to press right. Okay, you just continue to press right on your joystick. And you're gonna see right here, I managed to land on it perfectly. But you're gonna see that from time to time, after you press enough right, your character is gonna glitch out and turn different colors. Alright, and this happens periodically, so you can continuously just press right and it's gonna loop back. So it goes from invisible to red to black to shades of half invisible and different, like green, yellowish, orange, something like that. I can't remember all the colors. I had some colors over here on this side as well, but I deleted them because they were looking ugly. Alright, these 4 are perfect. Anyways, let's continue. Watch. It turned invisible, and then it turned half invisible, and then now it's again a normal moose. Again, invisible now, yeah? Now it was green. Again, invisible. Now it's blue. I'll be honest with you, I never had a blue character when I had it. But there's not really much difference from a black, as you can see. Alright, let's continue again. You can press right by, you can just use your up, down, left, right, what do you call it? You have a joystick and then you have the actual buttons. You can just press quickly the buttons. Oh, that was a red, as you can see. And there you go, the shades of green. Now, you saw just a second ago, it went from here and it teleported here, and now I think it's somewhere off the screen. So, I'm guessing when your character is invisible, all it means is that the actual, what do you call it, the sprite is somewhere really far off coordinates for some reason. I don't know. Let's try and just go a bunch more. I'm just pressing. Alright. Okay, so it looks like after you press enough right, the moose is completely gone, okay? There's nothing else you can do. That's it. I'm gonna save this over here, so you can see. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so this is all that I can show you about the glitch. And honestly, I have no fucking idea how I even stumbled upon this. I'll be honest, like, I just wanted to type in the name of the character, and boom, I just had a moose all of a sudden. So yeah, I hope this helps you out, and also, if the developers see this, please, for the love of God, don't fix this, okay? This is really cool. Like, it's not overpowered. I showed that with the pros and cons at the beginning of the video, okay? So this is nothing overpowered. It's just tiny bit more, you know, it's tiny bit more boost for the bad players. Or if you want to have some fun and have a only dog run, you know, but like without the extra player at the beginning that you need, the friend of a dog or whatever. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this, hope you find this helpful, and leave a like if you found this useful. Alright? And if anybody is trying to do this on a computer or... yeah, I don't think this is gonna work on a PlayStation or an Xbox. So if anyone's trying to do this on a computer and has a Xbox Virus controller too, just let me know if it works for you on the computer. Because I only have this game on the phone and I don't really care too much to try it out on the computer. Anyways, thank you for watching, leave a like, and bye-bye. Oh my god. There we go.